In the shadowed recesses of the sprawling metropolis, where the neon lights threw their sickly glow onto the damp cobblestone streets, there existed a creature whose very essence was shrouded in mystery. This creature, known as Esprit, was a phantasmagoria of the night, a spectral figure that danced in the whispers of the alleyways and played hide-and-seek in the foggy haze of forgotten places. With eyes that gleamed like polished ruby and a form as ethereal as the mist that clung to the city's underbelly, it was said that Esprit could assume the visage of any new creature as long as it felt fulfillment in its life. The whispers grew to murmurs, and the murmurs to a cacophony of fear as a sinister organization, the Collectums, cast their dark net over the city, hunting for this elusive prize. Capturing Esprit proved to be no easy feat, but the Collectums were patient and relentless. They tracked the creature through the city's sewers, its underground lairs, and even into the forbidden forest that bordered the city's limits. At last, they cornered the ethereal being in an abandoned amusement park, once a symbol of joy and wonder, now a testament to the cruelty of time. There, amidst the rusted carousel horses and the tilted skeletons of roller coasters, the Collectums pounced, surrounding Esprit and dragging it away, screaming and squirming, into the darkness. Their destination was an underground science lab hidden deep beneath the city, where one of the Collectums' leaders, a twisted scientist named Dr. Zane, waited. The lab was a nightmarish hive of technology and arcane devices, its walls lined with glass tubes filled with strange substances, and its floors slick with the blood of countless other creatures who had met their end in the pursuit of knowledge. Dr. Zane was a man obsessed with power, his face a twisted mask of disfiguration, the result of an ill-fated experiment gone horribly wrong. His eyes, once a vivid shade of emerald green, now glowed with an unnatural fire, reflecting the harsh light of the laboratory's fluorescent bulbs. He saw in Esprit not just a prize to be won, but a key to unlocking the very fabric of reality. Dr. Zane watched with a detached air of curiosity as his assistants hooked Esprit up to an array of machines, their beeping and whirring filling the air with a dissonant symphony of pain. They inserted probes into the creature's body, tracing the veins and arteries that pulsed with life, seeking to unlock the secrets of its otherworldly power. As the machines began to draw Esprit's energy into them, the creature's form began to glow with an ethereal light, its translucent skin shimmering like the surface of a moonlit pond. The scientist leaned in close, his disfigured features mere inches from Esprit's face. "Tell me, my dear," he whispered, his voice dripping with malice. "How does it feel to know that you are no longer in control of your own destiny?" Esprit's ruby eyes flared with defiance, but its voice was weak, barely a whisper.
"I will never give my power to you,"
it managed to croak. Dr. Zane's grin widened, revealing sharp, jagged teeth. "Oh, but my dear Esprit," he chuckled, "you have no idea what I have planned for you." As the machines continued to drain Esprit's energy, the lab began to tremble, the glass tubes shaking in their holders, the equipment clattering against the floor. The air grew thick with the scent of ozone and burning flesh, and the glow from Esprit's body intensified, casting eerie shadows across the room. The Collectum's assistants fought to maintain their grip on the creature, their knuckles white from the strain. Dr. Zane stood back, his eyes fixed on the spectacle before him, his face a mask of manic glee. He watched as the machines reached their peak, drawing the last vestiges of Esprit's power into themselves. There was a flash of blinding light, and when it faded, the lab was silent once more. The equipment fell still, the tubes stopped shaking, and the assistants slumped to the floor, their faces twisted in agony. Dr. Zane smiled, his chest swelling with pride. He walked over to the now lifeless Esprit, its body limp and motionless on the operating table. With a sigh, he turned to his assistants. "Well, that went better than expected," he said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. dispose of the remains. We have much work ahead of us. The assistants, still reeling from the after effects of the energy drain, struggled to their feet and obeyed their master's command. Dr. Zane walked over to one of the computers at the edge of the lab and began to type furiously, his fingers flying across the keyboard. After several minutes, the machine flashed to life, displaying a holographic image of Esprit's energy signature. He studied it closely, tracing the intricate patterns and spirals with his eyes. Fascinating, he muttered to himself. This could be the key to unlocking the secrets of spiritual connectivity. We ourselves can create beasts of our own.